Okay, hello, Luge World. Kate Hansen standing here with Alex Ferlazzo. Bring it here.
Good to see you here.
So good. Sorry, I gotta give him the mic because we don't have our individual mics. Good to see you. Happy you're joining us. Really quick, just to fill you on why we're on the side of a mountain. So this gondola right here, they built it for the Olympics. A lot of the fans could get off here at this stop and they walk across, and the track is just up the road right there. So we took it up. We're going to talk with Alex, but then we're going to take it down and we're just going to roll the whole time. So we're going to walk to the other side as we go. So, okay, Alex Ferlazzo, for those of you that don't know, which I feel like you all do know, one of the most fun stories, I think, in luge, because as a fellow person who grew up in a beach town, to end up in a winter sport, it's like just so random. Did you ever think that you would take it this far? Like, did you ever imagine yourself here at a World Champs in Whistler at this age?
Not a chance, no. Definitely, like growing up as a kid, I didn't even know the luge existed. So, I mean, once I got going and fell in love with it, I saw myself taking it as far as I could. Yeah. And it's awesome that I'm at this level now and, you know, can be competitive on the circuit. It's a lot of fun. Okay,
because how old were you when you started? I'm remembering you were older for Luge World, right?
Yeah, I started when I was 15, so a little old for Luge World, but I've picked it up pretty quick, right from the get-go. I mean, I had only been doing the sport for about 3 years before my first Olympics. So
3 years for your first games. That's like a bobsled story. You know how there's like athletes that'll join later and then it's like the fast track to the games? Yeah. That is actually insane. What do you think, like, I guess, like, how did you get here? That's like so fascinating to me.
Yeah, so, I mean, I started off with the FIL junior team and progressed through that program fairly quickly, and then they saw that I was decent enough to jump onto the senior circuit for the qualification year for the Olympics. And I mean, that was just being thrown into the deep end, you know, having to make it to the top of all the tracks and be competitive to qualify for the games.
Which is terrifying. Like, I feel like TV doesn't do justice. Well, I'm on a snowbank here. TV doesn't do justice for the men's start speeds. Yeah. Like, to go off the top of the track, especially at a younger age, I mean, that would be terrifying for me. Was it not for you?
No, it was terrifying. But back then, I was all for it. I was absolutely just gun-ho. Had no fear back then. The fear came later on, but I've learned to control it more now. And yeah, I feel like I can use it as a power now. So.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we're going to jump on. You're getting live footy. You go first, Alex. We're going to get back on the gondola as it heads back down. I think that's like an interesting thing, talking about how as kids slide, it's just like a fun, casual thing. But as you get older, you learn to like harness the fear behind it, which is, I think, why you're so competitive now. Like, let's be honest here, it's pretty wild how competitive you are, considering the organization you come from is pretty self-made. Yeah,
and honestly, I haven't had a decent chance to sit back and really take that all in, but I hear about it from a lot of different people of how incredible it is that to be where I am and at my level, you know, as an Australian, being the only Australian on circuit and, you know, competing against all these Euro and North American countries. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been a hell of a ride so far.
Yeah, a hell of a ride, to say it short. I think one positive part about your journey, though, is that you're so involved in every part of your sport. Like, you have to know exactly what you're running on your sled. You have to be involved in your training and your lifting. So, like, in terms of the relationship with your sled, it seems like things have gone really well the last few seasons.
Yeah, you know, starting from scratch by myself and having to, you know, introduce myself into all these teams and become, you know, seamless into, you know, first of all, it was the Latvian team and then it was the Americans and now it's the Canadians. And I've learnt so much, you know, bouncing around to different sled tech, different ways teams operate and just adjusting to different travel scenario as well. I feel like I've got a lot of knowledge and a broad spectrum of what it takes for a team to work well, and especially sled technology as well. I've worked with a few different sled Tex throughout my career, and right now it's Duncan Kennedy. I've been with him for the longest time, and we've built a really good relationship, and we work together really well. It's a lot of fun.
So when you retire, hopefully not soon, this is the guy you want to hire because he's seen every organization and has worked with everyone that has knowledge. I mean, probably the hardest part, coming from a single man country, but probably one of the greatest parts for your career is you've learned so much. So we're here in Whistler. There just happens to be a lot of Australians here. Do you know why I'm hearing that beautiful accent everywhere I go?
Well, the thing is, Australia has no snow, and this place has plentiful, and they love to party. And if you want to ski and if you want to party, and you're young and Australian, this is the place to be. And they all just congregate here every winter. Okay. And a lot of Aussies come here in their early 20s, late teens, and get stuck here skiing and partying and having a great time. Yeah, I've been trying to push my brothers to do it over the years, and they're here now for the first time skiing, and I think they realize, oh, okay, he was onto something.
He was right.
This is a cool spot to hang out for a few years for sure.
Okay, so your brothers are here. Who else made the trip? And how long is the trip from your hometown to Whistler?
Oh man, from hometown, from door to door, we're talking like 32 hours probably. Yeah, it's a long trip, and I've got quite the group here at the moment. I've got my entire family, my mum, dad, sister, 2 brothers, 2 cousins, 2 friends, my girlfriend, and Mitchell Malik is coming along from Calgary as well.
Okay. You've got a whole groupie scene for you. They're smart. If there's a place to come visit, it's here. They're catching on with that.
Yeah, it's been tough watching them have such a good time, and I have to knuckle down and train, and they're beers and après and skiing every day. So yeah, it's been tough watching them have such a good time. But I'm here to compete. Usually when I'm at home, I'm usually the one that has to dial it back because they're at work and stuff like that. But now it's their turn.
You're like, well, come into my office.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Last question before we get off down here. Last year, World Champs, you finished 5th, which I remember was incredible. Your best result of your career. How are you feeling just really quickly going into this weekend?
No, I'm feeling pretty solid right now. The trainings have been going well, and I've put down some serious times. I mean, and these conditions are what myself and the Canadian team wanted, some nice, hard, fast ice. And it's thrown a lot of people off their game, and I feel like it brings the home track advantage a bit more into our favour. So yeah, who knows? I just got to put 2 cleaning runs down the hill. That's been a bit of a struggle this season for me, but I think with my family here and this atmosphere, it could happen.
World Champs energy is different. So anything could happen this weekend. Shiny side down, as they always say. Is there any type of Australian chant that you do, or anything to get us a little pumped right here?
I mean, it's Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Okay. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
Do people ever do that to you on tour? They say it?
Yeah, I hear it all the time. So, and I'm sure we'll be hearing it at the track this weekend with 11 Aussies at the track. You'll be hearing some Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Okay, we better. If I don't hear it, that you guys didn't do your job. You didn't fly all the way over here to be silent. So good luck this weekend. Thanks for chatting with us. Guys, check out Alex Ferlazzo. Pink hula shorts, right?
Pink shorts hula on Instagram.
Sorry. Thanks for joining us.